Or they go to S&M and race over there and burn out on their track.
Always appreciate the hosts, Ray.
Right on.
All right, here we go.
All right,
let's
let's
for the
grid
Big
it up,
Show
drivers.
Saturday night main
Now keep
event.
in mind, we don't allow blocking.
August 9th,
So
2025.
blocking is an
Let me see if I can
unnecessary
get the
action
grid
on this
up here.
track. If you're on the low line and that high line is about to pass you, we don't want you jumping up
Hey,
in
look
front
at
of
that.
that lead car. If you do that, lead car has to check up, and everyone
Some of the
behind
info's
him
wrong.
has
I'm
to
using
check up.
this as a
And
chance
right
to
around
kinda
5th and 6th place,
test out
they're
some
going to
different
crash
SDK
with
modes and
compression.
stuff like that.
Don't do it.
On the
Okay?
pole, we've got
if you
DJ
get past,
Thomas,
you get past. Find a
number
way to get
19
back.
car, Jimmy Brown
and
on
take
the
it
outside
back.
of the
Don't
front row.
wreck,
in
please.
the 81,
We have
repping
plenty of
Canada.
room to race
Thomas
3
Eubanks
wide,
in third,
in
Matthew
some cases
McDonald
4
in
wide
fourth.
towards
Hunter
the end.
Wellborn, a Big Show
So
driver,
heads
Adam
up
in
on that.
85th,
Do
also
not
the June
block.
champion, if I remember that correctly. Ray Garcia, the Big Show host, in 6th. Wes Emmett,
Try not
7th.
pushing in the
Joshua
corner.
Carr,
So unless
8th.
you're here with a
Timothy
teammate
J.
and
Miller
you're
Sr.
used to it,
in 9th. James
don't
Napier,
push
10th.
somebody you know
Javon
in the
Thompson
corners.
and Simon
Chances are you
Street
will
Distance
spin
12th.
them. On the start of the race, today we are going to start on the green flag.
Excuse
Now,
me,
that
if
green
the
flag's
mic
going
audio
to come
is
out
messed up. I haven't tested
when
this
the
new
leaders
headset,
reach
so
the
this is also just kind of a
restart
test
zone.
of whether the
It's
headset works or not.
repainted. It's blue, white, blue. Now, it's painted white because that's when the green flag is going to come out. So
We
that's
haven't really
where I
had
want you to hit it.
broadcasted races
So
here
you
at the
come
Big
into
Show,
that
but I'm trying
restart
to see if
zone
I
in
can
that
get
first
that
little
going
blue
for us.
section. As soon as you get to the white,
typically
stomp
be
on the
in the
gas
race,
and get
but
going. It'll
I
be
think Saturday
instantaneous
nights
with the
maybe
green
I'll
flag.
toss up a broadcast. That
Leaders,
thing's
do you
a
have
little
that?
more fun.
Gotcha.
All right. Do not check up front for any reason. Stay on the gas. We'd rather have you jump it than check up and compress the field.
So tonight we're driving the next gen Cup car. This is not a common car for us here at the Big Show, but we're trying something new, it sounds like. Typically we'll be in like a Gen 6, that's usually our main event car, but if you haven't raced in these races before, this is all about pit and tire strategy in the first couple stages. If you do not come in with a group of guys and you don't manage the fuel strategy correctly, you are going to be SOL. So I'm sure all the Big Show drivers that are sitting in their own Discord are going to make a plan with each other, but these other drivers, the free agents, need to work with that radio and try to find some other drivers to come in. Alright, DJ Thomas and Jimmy Brown going to lead us to the green flag to start the race. The way we work here is that once that pace car cuts left, they're going to bring it up to about 100 miles an hour, and once they hit that start zone, they're going to take off. Got one stepping out of line on the high side back there. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, a couple of times. It's all good.
Stacked up here. And we're green. Damage is off for these drivers. They're pushing the entire way around the track, and to be honest, with these cars, if you're not doing that, you're more than likely to get hurt. It's a little different than most races. You don't have to manage your engine temperature and water temperature. Oh, they're wrecking coming out of 4. Who is that? Ooh, that's Ray Garcia. That's not going to be good. SDK, what are we doing? He's still going around. Oh, boy. You can't get that thing straight. Alright, looks like just one car.
You don't push in the corner.
And green, so these drivers have to go 5 laps before the caution window opens. something happens in those first 5 laps, they're SOL. Everybody's getting lined up. Travis Eubanks and Hunter Wellborn pushing.
Okay, Dominic, I
On
gotta
the
give
lap
you a
forward.
push.
Yeah, we've really got this one main pack and then a couple stragglers in back. Dominic Boyd, Larry Fairman, Sam Hensley, and Ray Garcia right down. Sounds like it was the 30 car that got
You in
into
fourth
Reda.
gear or fifth gear?
Alright, Wes Amick gonna make a move to the high side around Hunter. See if he can or at least make these guys on the inside nervous. Side by side coming out of turn 4. Let's see how long it takes for them to get 3 wide if they feel like they can do it with the drivers around them. Sometimes in a hosted you gotta wait a little while to see what the skill level on track is before you take that third line. So far so good, it looks like.
That's 2 on you
Oh,
right
wrecking
there,
coming out
buddy.
of turn 2.
All right.
Oh, they're still going around. Sorry, going into 3.
Caution is out. Catch the pace car. Turn 1, leader. Check it up. Catch the pace car in turn 1. You'll see it on
This
the
is
left.
no big deal. 'Cause
Everyone,
damage
when you
is
get to
off,
turn
so they
2,
don't
you
have
better
to go
be
into the
slowed
pit road.
down. Do not
They don't have to
overrun
go to
that
the pits
pace
to
car.
manage damage or get fast repairs. Everybody can just get back on track. The only thing that is detriment is your tire wear from spinning, but it's Talladega. It's not such a
That
big
guy,
deal.
the guy who caused 2 accidents there bails out after he causes the damage. Pace
I
cars on
believe
the
your
back
Travis
stretch.
Eubanks was involved in that. Let's see if we can go back.
What even happened there? How'd I get
Let's
taken
see what
out?
we got.
Yeah, that Greg guy was aggressive, smashing to me about 45 times. Doesn't know how to back off the throttle.
Yeah, he's just too
Looks like
gung-ho.
some
Wanted to win it in the first 5
Pushing the
laps, like we
pusher.
talked
Oh,
about.
that was the 30 car
But,
that
you know, that's why
they
we
got
race
Ray
stages.
around.
'Cause in the first stage,
Let me see
we
if I can get
typically weed out
let's get some far
the ones that are going to be like that. By the time you get to the end of this thing, you're going to be with guys who came here to try and win.
Let's see what we got here. So that's Travis right there in the middle, and that's the 30 car that turned Ray earlier. And it seems like the 30's just trying to split him. He doesn't want to work with him. Whether or not he thinks maybe he's too fast to push him safely or not, but he got stuck making a move halfway in the middle, and Travis paid the price for it. Yep. There you go. And I think he bowed out of the race, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there he goes. Alright, we got pit stops going. This is usually a mistake. If you see the Big Show guys staying out, that means they've done the math. They know how far the car can go on a tank, and they're going to set themselves up for the stage finish. drivers going down pit road more than likely are just making a safe bet that more fuel is better, but you'll notice that at the front we've got Hunter Wellborn, James Napier, Steve Darling. These are all Big Show drivers that have done the math. We'll see if it works out for them. So the first stage will be at 35, lap 35, so they more than likely have around 20 something laps of fuel. So they're planning to more than likely go in around lap probably 16, 17 to be safe. This lead pack that didn't go into the pits. Because from this point on, they are not going to call the yellow. That was the one caution for the stage. So it's a fuel race at this point. And who can go into pit road with you and work with you on the way out. Hearing some reports on track that we don't really race these next gen cars, and typically we'll try to turn the engine off to save some fuel, but if I remember correctly, you can't turn it back on if you're going below a
All right,
certain
here we go,
speed,
drivers.
you
Remember,
can't turn it off or something like that.
that's the
So
only
you don't wanna
caution
get
of the
stuck with
stage.
the
We
engine
stay
stuck
green
off.
now until lap 35. So you've got a green flag stop ahead of you someplace.
You gonna get in line or what?
Alright, I'm going to take a quick break before we go green here to check my mic levels. I'm going to watch the screen on
Will
replay here
eventually.
real fast. Be right back.
All right, here we go. Does everybody know how to shut your engine off when you need to? Because this is a lot different than the other cars, so you don't want to find yourself in trouble. All right, hearing nothing, we'll assume you all know what you're doing.
Alright, we're going to give this a try. I realized that the game audio was a little too loud and my mic was a little too low, so we'll see if this works out. Alright, James Napier and Hunter Wellborn leading us to this restart, going to lap 35 for the stage. James is going to have Jimmy Brown behind him. Hunter gets a great start over James. He might drop down. We'll see if they work together here. Hunter needs to come down right now, otherwise he's going to get freight trained. There he goes. Jared Lowry takes the outside, trying to make it interesting.
Keep up anymore.
Still got a lot of racing ahead of us here. These guys are, at this point, really just trying to feel out the competition, trying to see what moves they can get away with and what they can't get away with the talent on track and skill level. There's no reason to push super hard right here. especially since there's no more cautions in the stage break. So right now this is just kind of a jockeying act to see who you might want to work with, who you might want to avoid later in the race, and who can push. That's really the biggest thing. Who can stay stuck to your back bumper and make sure you can get there at the end. See, a lot of the time, guys come into these hosted sessions thinking they're the reincarnation of Dale Earnhardt and they can do it all by themselves, but that is just not how it works on super speedway racing. You have to have someone that's dedicated to you and willing to take you to that checkered flag. That's how you win the most races. You got to find friends on track. And the easiest way to do that is to just race respectfully and allow the teammates to go by you in those situations. And then once people start realizing that, you know, you don't think you're hot stuff, they'll start to add you to your team or to their team, and you'll start getting the wins. Hunter Wellborn's still getting some laps led here with James Napier following, Steve Darling in third. Dominic Boyd's made his way all the way up to 5th place. He was one of the stragglers early on in the race that lost the lead pack because of that incident involving Ray in the 30 car. Oh, they're going 3 wide. Somebody lane split in the middle.
That was on me. I didn't know you were still there.
Appreciate the apology there. Well, they're just a big old mess back there in the middle of the pack.
We're 4 wide. Better check out.
Oh man, somebody's got to make a move here. This is not going to work for too long. They figured it out. They're back to 3 wide. Everybody wants to get ahead of everybody else, and that's what happens here. You get a big old mess.
No bump, 34, please. I'm locked in the bumper in the car in front of me.
Copy that.
Now these cars are a little different than the Gen 6 in that if you have a crazy group of guys in the front that are just pushing and pushing and pushing, they can actually pull away from the rest of the pack if they're 3 wide like this, but the next gen car isn't really known to do that. It typically just ends up staying in a pack and you're just kind of stuck pack racing. That's why we like to race the Gen 6 more than the next gen. The side draft also isn't as extreme, so it's a little tougher to manipulate the cars around you, so you kind of have to just stick in your line and try to help your line get to the front and make a move from there. There's not much that you can do on your own.
Move down to the bottom. Move down to the bottom.
Hunter Wellborn still out front with James Napier. No challengers on the high side yet. Brian Baker looks like he's trying to
Simon, set your tires left side only for me, please. Left side only.
They're about to come in. Pit stops are starting. Everybody's trying to get to the low line that needs to pit, so that way they don't interfere with... Obviously, they don't want to pit from the middle of the high side. Alright, let's see how they do coming down pit road. Don't know if it's this time or next time. Next time. Now here's how this is going to go. The Big Show guys are all coordinating their pit stops. They're going to come in at the same time. They're going to take the same amount of tires, same amount of fuel, and all come out in a pack. And then they're going to work together to try to build time delta on the rest of the field by pushing and staying in line. They're not going to race each other while the rest of the field isn't on the same page. They're all going to race each other, be side by side. They'll be slower on track, even though they'll be a lap ahead technically. Once they have to come back in and pit, the Big Show guys are going to fly right by them as long as they execute on the pit stop. Let's see, are they coming in? Not yet. That means they have less than 20 laps in the tank. They need to go to either 16, 17, maybe 18 if they want to try to make it to the stage end. thin and out a little bit here. No more three wide, but we've got side-by-side action up here with Travis Eubanks. Found his way back up again. I feel like I'm going to be saying that name quite a bit in this race. Oh boy, he's taking it to the third line by himself. I don't know if that's going to work for him unless he has someone go. And he does. He is clear, but he might just stick up there. Ooh, he's trying to squeeze it. He's trying to squeeze it. He's getting... Oh, no, he got wrecked. Can he keep it below the yellow?
Back up. Stay down, stay down.
He kept it below the yellow. Nice car controlled by Travis there.
That's what I...
Thank you. We'll catch you back up.
Hey, 73, don't come down, sir.
He was clear, but he had to make that move quick. It had to be a snap action, but he just kind of turned the wheel a little bit and got right in front of, I think that was Hunter. I'm not super sure, but Hunter was in a position to check up for him. Travis is all by himself back in turn 3. He's the only car off pace at this point. Alright, we're going to have some interesting stuff happen here. Oh, we got one on pit road, 34 car. Who is that? Matthew McDonald. Pitting by himself, that's not a great idea. Technically he can make it, but he's going to be the slowest car on track because he doesn't have anyone working with him. Brian Baker and Javon Thompson look to be taken off from the rest of the field. There might be some strategization here from the Big Show guys, trying to keep it so that way... Oh, they might be going in this time. We got two cars in, 33. Oh, 33's wrecked on pit road.
Simon.
Just...
On me, Simon, on me.
Thankfully, damage is off. Oh, he's taking
sorry,
tires.
was that you, Ray? I didn't even know.
Oh, that's not going to be good for the 33 car. Alright, let's see what happens up here. So the Big Show drivers have cycled to the back of this pack. And that's usually intentional. These guys aren't... Oh, here they come.
Box.
So sorry.
This was a strategic move to make sure that the
And
lead
didn't
pack
say
did not
nothing.
pit with them. Looks like we got everybody down pit road here.
Come on in?
Alright, so these drivers are going to be working together once they get off pit lane. Now back at the front, Brian Baker and Javon Thompson pushing, Sam Hensley, Wes Amick, and Dominic Boyd. Dominic's not really caught up to them. Alright, so we got a 4-car pack. Let's see if these guys cover and pit. It would be wise for them to call out on the radio that they'd like to work together, otherwise they're going to get smoked in this stage. They are not pitting. Alright, meanwhile, Big Show group is coming out of pit lane. Ray could be in some trouble here. He's not with the main pack. He's got Isabel behind him, but he is... he's about 2 seconds behind. He's going to be a sitting duck.
Hey, I'll go high.
Alright, let's see if these guys pit this time.
Come down middle, 34. Can you tuck in quick?
You're good off.
The longer they run, the more delta that these Big Show guys are going to put on them. it's tough because they've only got a 3-car pack now. They're basically just sitting ducks waiting for the Big Show drivers to fly by after the pit cycle's
We'll
complete.
slow down a little bit, Larry. Let you test me so we can work together.
That is why it is so important to have friends on track in these
so it
stage
doesn't
races.
matter.
It's
I'm
not
just
so
gonna
important at the
use
end of the
you.
race, in the final
Coast
stage
around
where we
with
have
you.
cautions that's necessary, but in these stage racing
Oh, well, later,
situations,
alligator.
you gotta have buddies. Alright, see how these guys are all in a line? They can make it to the stage. They took the same amount of tires. They're all just gonna sit like this until lap 34, at which they will race it out. But they should have a nice healthy lead over everyone else as long as nothing goes wrong. Asterisk
I
on
have
that
to
one.
push you around. I got about
Big
3 laps
asterisk,
I
as
could
long
go.
as nothing goes wrong. Brian Baker, Javon Thompson, and Sam Hensley still out on track. Seems like Sam's blinking a little bit. I'm having trouble getting SDK to lock onto him. So right now the time delta to James Napier, who's leading that pack of Big Show drivers, is about 41.15 seconds. So since they're all in a row, it's dropping. Now it's at 41.1. Now we're getting down to the 41 zeros. So as we go on this fuel run, they're just going to create delta. Even though they're not racing them on track, they're going to be gaining time on these leaders. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break and eat my dinner. I'm going to let the racing speak for itself. I'll pull the camera around to interesting stuff, but we're going to be kind of single file for a little while until pit strategy works its way out. And then once we get to lap 34, I'll hop back in. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for the push, Larry. Appreciate it.
So as advertised, that
Bell,
Big Show
we're going to
pack
go up
has
and over.
easily caught up to Javon, the former leader, along with Sam Hensley, and basically just blew right by him. Let's see if Javon can stick with the draft and save a chance at finishing out the stage. These guys just have so much speed on him. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to keep it. He's right at the bubble. Now he's got it. Alright, Javon played it just about as good as you can if you're not working with a group of drivers, so he's still in this thing. Now it's just up to this lead pack right here. This is going to be who's in contention for the top 5 at the stage, so we'll see how it plays out.
All right, pit stops have cycled through. We have a new leader, James Napier, up there at the number 8. James's group is on a one-stop strategy. The other groups are on a two-stop strategy.
Probably high or low, first up. Go high.
Isabel, we're going to go up and over again.
Go high, go high.
When we catch him, Lindsay, just go around him.
Up and over, Isabel. Up and over. Isabel, up and over.
Travis, go high.
Thank you, Rachel. Car, you got old Mike?
Up and over.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Up and over. There you go. Stay up and over. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle.
When we cross that stripe to go to 34, I want you to make a move.
You want me to make a move?
Back down, Isabel. Back down. All the way down, all the way.
All right, coming to the stage, we've got Steve Darling and Hunter Wellborn making a move on James Napier. Can they pull it off? Steve Darling wins the first stage, Hunter Wellborn second, James Napier third, Javon Thompson fourth, Joshua Carr fifth.
You got to go right around.
Nice win,
keep going,
Steve.
Keep going.
Steve, a big show driver.
Good effort there, 33.
Javon Thompson was trying to make a move on the high side, but these guys thought better of it, went to the middle, took away their side draft capability, and just flew away.
Right,
that was
all the way
a
around,
great
drivers.
teamwork effort from that front pack to get the stage win.
We're allowed to unlap ourselves, correct?
What's that?
We are allowed to unlap ourselves.
I'm sending waves out right now. Travis, go around. Matthew. Jimmy Brown, go around. Gerald, you got to go around 2 times, Gerald. Pacing field, catch the pace car in turn 2. Everyone else, check up at turn 2 except for Waves, stay on the high side. Sam quit, Timothy Miller quit, 30, Wrecker quit, and DJ quit.
I'm high. Please stay off the high line.
Pace cars, middle back, middle back.
We should have went around again, otherwise it's going to be down.
Larry, Dominic, and Lindsay, you got to go.
Well, we just passed the pace cars. I guess we're going to have to go all the way around again.
If we didn't, we would have been down a lot.
Simon, thanks for pitting with us. Put you guys all in the top 4.
Lap down.
All right, drivers coming in for fuel and tires. Taking all 4 more than likely because they didn't take tires at the stage break. No reason to not take all 4 right now when you have the time to do so. Let's see if Steve can maintain his front row position. More than likely not. We'll probably have a couple drivers that are going to take no tires. Yeah, it looks like Javon did maybe just 1 set. Steve coming out
Well,
second.
go.
Looks like Javon way ahead. Yeah, Javon must have took 2. Let's go back. Let's see. I'm curious.
You get a black flag, 60?
Yep.
No.
Left sides only.
Well, I just wondered, you were supposed to be behind us, but
Left sides only. Let's see how that works out for him. I'm personally not too sure about how these next gen cars work with tires. I don't really race these very much. I'm a Gen 6 guy, but Javon knows what he is doing on track. He's definitely a driver that you don't want to count out. So if he took lefts, that means that the car only needs lefts, in my opinion.
All right, once we go one to go, all the waves will be sent to the back. So if you're a wave car, start to pull to the bottom, please, because you will be out of the way.
The outside, 34.
High side.
My bad.
Just 97, you got to catch up, man. Going green. We're into turn 3 now.
All right, looks like they are 1 to green, going green this time. Javon Thompson and Steve Darling, the stage winner, are going to lead us to the green flag.
Look,
Next stage is at lap 70, so they've got 31 laps
Yeah, but just as you get
to
there, you
go.
can start picking it up. We're not going to yell at you.
32 technically, because you got to make it all the way around.
Copy that.
So definitely looking at a green flag pit stop more than likely.
Picking it up, Javon, it's perfectly
Once
fine.
we get to lap 44, that caution window will open.
So as we approach here, you see how it's blue? Smash it now. Perfect.
Green flag's out. I need to figure out how to get this that red light a little further down off of
Oh,
the
they're already
ticker.
crashing
Oh
because
boy, we got
somebody had
wrecking coming into
17
turn
had to put
1.
it 3 wide.
Oh jeez.
Get those cars going again. You're going to be off pace, but we'll catch you back up.
What happened there? Let's go back. Ooh, 34 just had no idea that 24 was below him. All right.
Sorry, Javon.
You're all good.
Javon and Hunter working together on that low side, both Big Show drivers. No surprise there. We're missing some of our regulars like Ross Campoli, Keaton Cox, Greg Blazin, a couple other, Chuck Fletcher. But still, this core
Pick a
group
lane,
is
Nate.
very good.
Either the wall or the center.
Should be
One
pretty
of the-
entertaining once we get down to the last couple laps for sure. 3 wide already, going into turn 3. Dominic Boyd finds himself in third place. Steve's falling all the way back to 10th place. He might be, after that stage finish, he might be ready to kind of chill out for a minute. Maybe he doesn't need to push it so hard for a little while.
Don't be afraid to side draft.
Name that we haven't said too much yet. Our host, Ray Garcia, looks to be making a couple moves back there with James Napier and Steve. Let's see who Ray decides to work with, what he decides to do. Ray, he has no problem finding his way to the front of the field. He just didn't catch that lead pack coming out of pit road in the stage pit, the green flag pit stop, and that messed him up. Otherwise, he would have been right there.
Sorry, Javon. I came off too hard.
Hunter and Javon got disconnected up there. Now it's on Dominic. Oh, Javon's coming back up. Letting Dominic go by. Lindsey Bonner sitting there in second. Jimmy Brown third. Steve found his way all the way back up to fourth. I don't know how that happened.
32, I apologize. I didn't mean to come down and come back up on you.
He was just in the back of the pack a second ago, but he made his way up there.
Survive.
Meanwhile, they have separated from Gerard,
I was on
Gerald
time to
Lowry,
get to the
sorry,
back
and
anyway.
Travis Eubanks. Unfortunately, they were about 7 seconds back. Isabel and Matthew were caused in that turn 1 incident, so they'll get caught up once we get a caution. One thing about these big show races is since we go green so much because of the format, you have to be able to just take it on the chin if you get wrecked and you have to ride around by yourself for a couple laps. You can't win the race if you quit the race early. So you have to just stick it out. You got to understand that the format allows for everybody to get their laps back and get back on the lead lap and find yourself right there at the end of the race.
Whoever's in the Ford behind me, I'm fourth in line, but you can't slam me.
I was being pushed into you.
Got some pushing the pusher action, sounds like on the driver radio. Ray Garcia's found his way to the front with James Napier pushing. Is that James? It sure is. Brian Baker following along. Now these guys are going to control this middle lane. I doubt we're going to see them go down. They want to be in the control lane. Reason it's called the control line is because these cars do have some side draft. As far as I'm aware, it's not as much as the ARCA car, maybe not as much as the Gen 6, but there still is side draft.
McDonald, the leaders are approaching you. We would appreciate if you move to the third line and stay there until we pass.
And what that means is that if that low side starts to build momentum and get up to Ray, he'll be able to lean down onto their right rear quarter panel and slow that inside line down, so they'll have no chance to pass them.
Hey, quit pushing the pusher.
Coming up on some lap traffic here, that 34 car of Matthew McDonald involved in that earlier incident. He jumps to the third line to yield to the leaders. We appreciate that. In these big show races, the leader is responsible for calling out lap cars, and if they do not yield, they will be removed, because it's exactly what you'd want for a lap car to do if you were in the lead. So we all play by that rule. We've got.
I got you, 68.
Simon Sturgis.
I appreciate it stepping out.
I thought they lost the pack, but it seems like they caught back up, so they're going to be in all right shape,
not.
it seems like. Simon is on the lead lap. that orange number 4 car. So we still got a little shuffling going on here, trying to figure out who's who's going to work together. Javon's pushing on that inside line on the 29 Larry Fairman, trying to see if they can get the inside line to go. But watch, once they get up to Ray, he's going to lean down and side draft them, so they won't be able to get any momentum and pass them. You see Ray is directing his group up to the high side, get the better arc off of turn 2 and gain some speed and momentum down the backstretch, and then now they're coming back down to get into the control position and be ready for the side draft if needed. Oh, the 18 Brian Baker gets down to the low side. I think he might have just got squeezed down there. Coming up on lap traffic again, the 24 Isabel Pena yielding to the leaders. We appreciate that. Nothing wrong with having to yield to the leaders. It's just the situation you're in at the moment. Doesn't mean you're any less than or not as good of a driver. It's just that's how it worked out. Everybody's going to be right there at the end of the race.
Yeah, Travis, I think my
All right, Ray leans down with James Napier. Steve Darling stuck on that high side. I'm sure we're going to start seeing some pit strategy. I'd be surprised if they start going now. It didn't seem like they'd be able to make it last time if they went before 20 laps to the stage. So we see the same strategy, I believe, as last time, is letting
Simon, set your tires left side over,
letting
please.
some cars by,
Get to the bottom.
so that way they can't follow them down pit road, because by the time that Ray's
Wes,
Big
we're
Show
gonna
group
come in
pits,
lap. Let's stop tires on.
by the time they pit,
Is
they'll be
last
beyond
tire
pit
over?
road.
We don't have any help. Might as well pull down. Pull down, pull down. Let us get it running, then we'll go.
Alright, let's see who's going to come in this time. Seems like they're gearing up for it.
Box.
But here they go. James Napier, Steve Darling, Ray Garcia, Simons coming in. Is it just a 4-pack that we have? Just a 4-pack. Alright, let's see how these drivers can manage together. As these guys have stayed out, let's see if they cover. Now, this is do or die time right here. 4 is just enough to have plenty of speed to gain delta around track. So Ray's group is going to be just fine, but these drivers have to find someone else to come in with. So Fairman's calling out that he's... Oh, boy.
On me. Damn it.
Oh, who's spinning there? Oh, Ray got turned coming out of pit road. Did he get spun?
3 cars spitting, guys. Leader spitting.
Oh, he just lost it coming out of pit road. Oh, man. Caution flag's out.
Caution is out. We got a crash.
They were in the caution window, so that...
Yeah, sorry about who I took out there. Didn't mean to do that.
I want to try to take a look at the
Yeah,
Fairman
it is what it is.
incident.
I'm out. Good race, guys.
I got a penalty for entering the pit, and the caution literally came out as I was crossing the line. That was kind of fun.
Hey, Travis, that couldn't have worked out any better for us, bud.
Sure, we ain't gotta go around.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the 93.
Alright, what happened here? Let's see.
The
A little bit of
93 is
pushing the
behind the
pusher.
base
Ooh, got into the 81.
All right, listen up. Matthew McDonald, Isabel Pena,
Came
go
back
around.
down.
Wes Amick, go
Is it
around.
one car spin? Yeah. Just one car. Still enough to bring out the caution flag since we were in the caution window. That'll be the only caution until lap 70. Take a little break. I'll be right back.
Jimmy Brown, are you coming back out?
Yeah, I got a minute for tow.
Good point. We'll get you back on the lead lap.
Thank you, sir.
Might be a silly question, but if the damage isn't on, you must have had to have something really bad happen.
Up in the front, got taken out into the wall and bounced off the wall and just towed in. Was gonna leave but decided to stay.
Oh yeah, it's never over till it's over here.
True that.
Simon, take your tires off, Simon. Jimmy Brown, make sure you go around, please. Simon, take your tires off.
Coming up high.
Simon, you copy?
Hey there, you been in a while back, or just a little bit back, didn't you?
Sorry, what was that?
You pitted, right?
Yes, I did. I went in the first time around.
Yeah, I mean, just
It's time to get up and get in that dark beverage.
You say we could start going about the time we hit the grass, Ray?
Yeah, right about the time you get to the grass, start picking it up, Larry.
10-4.
Double up the back, please.
All right, we're going to do something a little different for these first couple laps.
Oh
We're going
my
to ride
God,
along with
Kyle Busch is
Javon
here.
Thompson. Do the in-car view and see what sort of moves he
I
makes
thought you were talking about me
on
about
track.
catching up, so I'm up. I'm caught up.
Going green this time.
Just a FYI, drivers, remember you have to make it to 71. Even though the brake is 70, you got to go one more time around. So that puts you at 71. So do your fuel calculations. Make sure you can make 71. If you notice, the Big Show team gave up track position and topped off twice, so we're good to go. There you go. Perfect.
All right, we got some 3 wide forming already. Hunter Wellborn and Ray Garcia on that type line. Ooh, who blinked out? Javon blinked out for a moment.
That was a bit aggressive there, right?
Oh boy, everybody's getting a little sporadic back here. Having some difficulty holding the lines. But everybody's taking it easy, keeping it cool. No wrecks yet. These guys need to get straightened out, otherwise that front pack is just going to start taking off.
Number 60, is your gas pedal broke, bro?
Who's that going down below the yellow line up there? Larry Fairman, Travis Eubanks. Travis has had some very bad luck, but obviously his car is good enough to, and driver skills good enough to be at the front of this pack, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him at the front of this thing at the end of the race. It's one of the reasons we run with damage off, especially in a hosted, because the good drivers sometimes get caught up in junk, and at the end of the day, this is a game. This is not real life, and we're not racing for money, at least in this league. So we want to keep everybody in, having a good time, having fun. So we run with damage off, just that way that the drivers that are great don't get taken out of the race from some other person's silly mistake, which is all too often a common occurrence in iRacing hosteds.
I'm sorry, Chris. I shouldn't have jumped in there like that, brother.
I didn't do anything wrong, bud. You saw me coming.
I know, that's why I apologize for jumping in between you. I shouldn't have got there.
Everybody looks like they're still
It's all good, man.
caught
I let
in
off
the
a little bit
draft,
anyway,
which
I
is good
saw you.
news.
Yeah, I jumped in there and then
10 laps until the stage, I should say 12, because they'll have to make 71.
We're all good. No harm, no foul, my man. I'm just riding along. We got a long way to go.
Looks like we got that middle line trying to form some momentum. Nobody in the front wants to pop up and join yet. Once they start moving, we'll see it. We'll see someone jump up in front and start making the train bigger and bigger, and they'll catch the front. Because right now they're side drafting all those cars on the inside. You see they're starting to make some ground up. And here's one jumping up. Yep, they're already there. It is. Third place comes up. As long as they don't stack up too much, they can keep that momentum going, and they're going to catch the leaders and more than likely take them on the middle side, in the middle line. I'm sorry.
They finally got that outside lane gathered up.
There they are. Coming to lap 61. They're right there at the start and finish line. Who's that leading the outside? Is that Wes Amick with James Napier pushing. Brian Baker in the third spot on that high side. Now, here's the only thing. Wes did not take that high enough coming out of turn 2. Oh, they're coming back down. That's a bad move. Now they just gave all that momentum that they had on the middle line to the drivers that are still out there. Oh, they're spread apart. Dominic needed to gain a little more ground in order for that to work for that middle line. They still got it. Oh, Ray and Hunter decide to take it to the third line on their own. They said, if you guys won't do it, we're going to take care of it ourselves. I'm not sure if that's going to work. They have a 4-car pack with Javon and Steve in the third line. Oh, they're wrecking coming into 2. Oh, big wreck. Huge. Everybody's wrecking. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Everybody's around.
That might have taken out half the field.
Yeah, that sure was everybody. Well, yeah, it's about half.
Get going. Don't worry
That was
about
the
anything
only
else.
caution
Get those cars going
for the
in
stage
straight
that we
line.
had earlier, so they are not calling it. Steve is still... Oh, boy. They're still going around. 81 needs to find his way back north. Let's see if we can't take a quick look at what happened there. Let's see what caused this. Ooh, 18 came down into Travis. Wasn't clear.
Oh, I thought I got rid of that cone.
And that just...
Isabel, drop
that
in
story
behind
wrote itself right there. Man.
me. 60-car check up just a little bit.
Alright. Let's head back live. See how this has worked itself out. Got a 2-car pack. Simon Street just sitting in 5th with Joshua Carr. Larry Fairman and Travis is a 2-car pack. Oh man, everybody's sitting in a 2-car pack. This is interesting. This is a game of who can push the hardest for the next 6 laps. So James and Wes sitting in 1-2 are 1.67 seconds ahead of Travis and Larry. Let's see if they can gain some delta on these guys.
That cone's still underneath me. That's why I'm so slow.
There's really only enough laps for Travis and Larry to be in contention here, as long as everything goes to plan for these 4 drivers in the front. And I don't know what Larry's doing here. It doesn't make sense to fight for position. He might just be trying to get coordinated here. They are gaining a lot of time on Wes and James. So it looks like they're going to be in good shape as long as Larry keeps pushing Travis. It looks like he will. They're not perfectly in sync, but I think it's good enough. Still gaining down to 1.18. Oh boy, James and Wes swapped places. That is going to give Travis and Larry the ability to get in the draft bubble, and they are going to run them down quick.
I got about 5.5 laps or something like that.
But here's the other thing: is that fuel strategy is going to come into play here. They're still battling for the lead. This is not the right decision if you're James and Wes. They're just slowing themselves down. Huge. Travis and Larry are going to have a nice big run, and they're more than likely going to take them on the middle line. There we go. Travis is heading up. Let's see if Larry follows.
And we'll get a run, and then if you want to go,
because Larry didn't follow, that run kind of fizzled out for Travis, so they're just going to have to sit here in the draft behind these two. But we'll see if they have to pit. They're probably going to not make it. Oh, this is going to be really interesting. Ray's group is 19 seconds back, and they can make it on fuel. But Wes, James, Travis, and Larry, I don't believe can make it to the stage at lap 70. If they can, it's going to be so close, and they're not going to make it around to catch the pace car, so they'll end up needing to get a black flag.
Just keep hanging on to
and
it.
Get an EOL on the stage start, which isn't really what you want. You do want to try to be at the front once that final stage comes around. So Travis and Larry have fallen back again. Seems like James and Wes are working well together now that they've decided on their position. What's going on here with Thompson? He's just looking for a friend, it sounds like.
You got to scream at Dominic for him to answer you.
Alright, Ray still sitting with Lindsay, Isabel, and Hunter. 19 seconds back from Wes and James.
Fuel, and you pit now, you're going to the back of the field.
It looks like these guys are going to try to save. Let's see what happens here. Are they going to run out on lap 69? I feel like they will. They didn't come in to top off, whereas Ray's group did. Oh boy, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for somebody to run out. I feel like we're going to see it. Meanwhile, Simon Sturgis and Joshua Carr are working together. They are 7 seconds back, so I don't think Joshua will make it. I think Simon can make it. I believe he came in and topped off. So Simon is probably going to be the main beneficiary if someone runs out, but that white flag is out for the stage. Let's see if James, I think, is backing off to save fuel.
We'll see who will run out of gas.
Oh man. No, he's getting a run. That's what he's doing. He's not saving anything. He's making his move. James Napier takes it on the middle line, comes down low.
Yeah, you were one of the 18 guys. Yeah, you'd be one next one.
It looks like they will not run out of fuel before the stage end. I don't know if they're going to catch the pace car.
As soon as you run out, please.
My car, I think I have a code underneath it.
James Napier takes the stage 2 win. Wes Amick in second, Travis Eubanks third, Larry Fairman fourth, and Simon Sturgis fifth.
He wins the stage. Wes Amick, Travis Eubanks, Larry Fairman, and Simon P5. All the way around, drivers. Remember, if you're out of fuel, let me know. Jimmy Brown, you got to go around and be back with the leaders again. Maintain your speed, drivers. We've got a long way to go. All the way around.
Simon, if they didn't catch those other two cars, we might have had a chance.
Yeah.
Just go around them. They're not going fast enough. Just go around.
Let's see if they can make it to pit road. I don't know that they will.
Middle back, middle back.
I'm very surprised they were able to save enough to even get to that point. All right, we got one out. Who is that? Who was that on the inside? Can't find him. Oh, that was Jimmy Brown. He ran out of fuel and parked it. Might have taken a tow. In which case, we will get him back on the lead lap if he comes back out. But he will end up at the back of the field. Well, it looks like they did it. They made it to pit road, unless... Yeah, they all made it. Wow, that's very impressive fuel saving from these guys that didn't come in and top up. All right, final stage in the Big Show Saturday main event is now live. 25 laps to go. At this point of the race, we are cautions as necessary for anything that happens on track. But the only catch, the only stipulation is that the leader has to go one lap around the track. So once we take that green flag, the leader has to cross the start and finish line the next lap in order for a caution to come out. So any, restart incidents, anything that happens on that first lap coming to green, we do not call it. So they want to take it easy on that first lap.
Too far forward, had to restart my car. Terrible pit.
We can go back one to green. Everybody's going to catch up.
I got one sitting on pit road.
Yeah, you guys don't have to wait for me. I'll just come out and finish the race.
Line it up.
All right, we got some drivers coming back down pit road. I don't know what the game plan is there, because you can't make it from here, and you don't have green, white, checkered fuel even if you pit right now. So maybe they're just cycling back to the back to save, take tires. I'm not sure what they would be doing here. Javon looks like he slid his box. Still can't figure out how to get the pit crew out there. Got some fuel. Dominic had to come in for fuel, although he...
I just like to thank the host.
Not sure if he pit or
my
not.
Girlfriend, my other girlfriend, that chick I've been screwing inside for being where I'm at right now in the race.
I'd like to thank 8-pound, 6-pound baby Jesus, can't even walk yet, can't even talk yet, and Big Red.
How's the backyard project coming along, Ray?
Pretty good. All the demos done. Now they dug all the new footer holes. We're waiting for inspections on Monday, and then they'll proceed from there. It's a lot of work.
All right, as we come to the green
it's
flag,
always
we've
a
got
hurry up
Travis
and wait
Eubanks
thing when
in
you're
first,
dealing
Wes
with the
Amick in
inspections.
second, Ray Garcia is going to be pushing
Yeah,
Travis
that's probably
on the
the
low
biggest
side
drag
in
is
third,
waiting for those guys to
Larry
show up.
Fairman in fourth, Lindsey Bonner fifth, Hunter
I just had it
Wellborn.
shaved, did no inspection.
Oh, that's not right. There we go. Isabel Pena in sixth. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Start to wind it up a little bit, leaders. Pick up that pace. Let's go. Pick it up.
All right, green flag is out. They need to go one lap around. Hopefully nobody gets caught up in anything. Oh, who's that? Jimmy Brown found his way back out onto the field. We will get all of his laps back. I'm sure we'll get a caution at some point. Travis and Ray look like they got a good start, but that middle line is coming quick.
Cross the start-finish line for that to happen.
Oh, Ray took it up to the middle. He knows that's the control lane. He's going to side draft Travis, bring that inside line to a halt. As long as he gets a push from, who is that? Wes Amick.
Stay in the center lane, driver. Stay in the center lane. This is the control line.
Ooh, Wes slides up a little bit. Is he going to take Ray? No, we just got out of line. I don't know if he's going to be looking to ditch Ray. He kind of showed a hint of it there. So earlier in the race, I was trying to explain how Ray just went up to that
Right,
third
start to
line
lean down
coming onto the backstretch. You have to do that in this car
on the
and in
white
the
line.
Gen 6.
Keep your car on that
And
white
really
line.
in the ARCA too, if you're side by side like that, just to get as much momentum off of turn 2 onto the backstretch as you can.
24, you're going to have to keep on coming down from.
If you stay too low, then the cars just side draft each other and nobody goes anywhere. Alright. That caution window is plenty open.
Turn down to the white line.
Got Isabel Pena up on the
We
third line trying to make some action happen.
Speed up on that white line up there. And then we'll draw away. One coming down the middle.
Uh-oh, looks like the middle is staying. They're sticking. Ray's going to get stuck on that third line. The middle is coming. The 24 car in third behind Ray. Javon following. Computers can't figure out what's going on. There it goes. And Ray and Wes are going to fall to the back. Travis Eubanks still sitting up here in the first #1 position. Lindsey Bonner in second following. Larry Fairman leading the charge in the middle line now. With what looks like, I believe that's Hunter Wellborn pushing. Good show driver. Oh, almost looked like Travis was going to come up and block that middle line. Hunter's giving a good push to Larry here. As long as they can keep that momentum and lean up coming out of turn 4.
I'm just going to stay up here if you want.
There they go.
Ahead.
There it is. That's the right move right there.
I'm with you all the way.
Alright, so if you're Hunter and Larry, all you have to do is not mess up. Just continue pushing. Looks like Steve and James have a plan for them, though, on the inside line. Steve's going to be pushing James. Oh, boy, who is that? Hunter came down to the low line. Javon's going to be pushing Larry now. James and Hunter are going to start teaming up. Look at the push that James gives Hunter. Wow, they're taking off coming out of turn 4. Do we have a wreck? What happened there? Oh yeah, we got one around. Oh, they're still wrecking. Wrecking on a pit lane. Brian Baker, caution flag is out. Let's take a look at what happened there.
Checking up middle 1.
So this is 2 separate incidents, I think. Let's see what happened. Oh, 3 car. Joshua Carr. He was leaning up and tried to take his spot back. Wasn't clear. 97 was unfazed, thankfully, but the 33 got the brunt of that. Gerald Lowry. 24 narrowly escapes. And then what happened here? Oh, Dominic. Looks like Dominic didn't realize where he was and simply gets into the back of Brian Baker.
Come on up here, please. 33.
And then they go for a ride. A great save from Dominic, I will say. That was some good driving there. Alright, let's get back to the action. Hunter Wellborn in the lead from that amazing push by James, Larry Fairman, and Steve Darling in 4th. Let's see where they come out. Everybody can make it from here. You might be a little short on green-white checkered. Depending on the caution situation, it might be just perfect timing. But either way, you have to cover for the chance that the race goes green. So drivers are coming in and get some fuel. Maybe we'll see a tire set or 2. Yep, Hunter's taking lefts. Yep, everybody's taking tires. Looks like Hunter just took a set of lefts. James as well. Javon sitting in 3rd. Larry came out the benefactor on pit road. Probably took no tires. Matthew McDonald stayed out on old tires. He will not make it on fuel, but I think he's yeah, there's not much to bet on here because he's not going to make it to the end of the race, so he's going to have to pit at some point, so he'll get cycled out.
Backstretch. Sorry about that.
Alright, here we go. Green flags coming out. Hunter and Matthew are going to be teaming up on the low side. Larry Fairman and James Napier on the high side. Green flag is out. 15 laps to go here at Talladega.
Sorry, Javon.
You're all good.
Here comes that middle line. James Napier and Larry starting to make some headway. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going coming out of turn 2 onto the backstretch and pull away from that inside line. Larry didn't bring it up high enough, in my opinion. They're gonna struggle a little bit. Could have got a bit more if they had came up to that third dotted
Go
line.
right ahead, 'cause I can't stay out here anyway. I'm gonna run out of fuel.
James going to the inside. Going to be kind of a sitting duck until that inside line catches them, but that fizzled out some of the energy of the high side, so that could be a good move there.
Don't be afraid to push back there.
Larry calling for a push. Lindsey Bonner right behind him. Let's see if he can get onto him. Dominic's not on that 12 car yet to get the bubble broken, so he can't really get to him. Now he's there. Let's see if he can hold it. Oh, Larry needs a push bad. That 12 car is not getting to his bumper. Meanwhile, James Napier and Matthew McDonald and Hunter Wellborn are pulling away on that inside line, followed by Javon Thompson. Larry decides to bring it down to the inside. Hunter and Javon go into the middle line again, making it interesting. Let's see if Steve Darling goes up there with him. He does. James also went up. That inside line is going to fall back. There is no energy on that inside line, especially with these drivers up here that know what they're doing. James, Hunter, Matthew, and Javon. Ray and Simon look to be making an attempt on that third line. The third line just hasn't really worked in this race, seems like, so far. I don't know if it's a characteristic of the car or just how the drivers are driving up there in the third line, but it doesn't seem like it's working too good. Yeah, they're going to have to drop back down here. There's just no energy on that third line. Oh, they're wrecking going into turn 1. 12 car.
Keep racing. Don't check up until you see the caution. Don't check up.
All right, we're going to get a caution flag. Let's go back and see what caused this one. Caution flag always comes out in turn 4, so they are currently racing for position. Oh, just a bad push from Larry on the inside to McDonald. Got him turned around. 12 took the brunt of it. Everybody else did a pretty good job of keeping the car straight. Let's jump back live, see where we're at. Caution flag is out. James, Hunter, Javon, Steve.
Gotta go around the pace car, guys. What are you doing?
All right, 10 laps to go. There's a little bit of a chance that these drivers need to come down and top up for the possibility of green-white checkers, which we have 3 of them. So you don't want to be left without enough fuel to make it to that third green-white checkered if we need it. So I'm curious to see if we get some drivers visiting pit lane to top up on fuel. I'm sure no one's going to be taking tires at this point. Field position is too precious to take tires, I think, especially since we saw so many drivers take them last time. I'm betting we see a lot of action on pit road for fuel. I don't think they can make it all 3 green whites. I think they can make it 1 or 2, but they're probably going to need it. Let's see. You don't know. They might be faking it. They don't pull away. They're coming in for fuel. Oh, half the field comes in.
How many green white checkers are there?
Half the field stayed out. This is going to be interesting. Oh boy, someone got spun around. Steve got in the back
Very
of
good work.
Matthew McDonald. Steve slides his box. Oh no. Let's see what happened here.
How do you expect me to get to my pit if you're on my outside?
Steve was trying to get to his pit. Oh, just barely wasn't clear. 34 really should have tried to get in front and get to that outside, but that's just how that goes sometimes. All right, Larry Fairman and Joshua Carr, Wes Amick, Brian Baker, Jared Lowry, Simon Sturgis are the cars that did not pit. So what they're betting on is that we don't need all 3 green-white checkers. If we don't get them all, they'll be just fine. If we get all 3, they're going to have to come in for fuel at some point, and that's going to flip the field. So let's see if we get to that point of the race. We still have a lot of racing to go. There's still 8 laps left, or 9 laps left, excuse me. Ray Garcia has not had much luck. I know he's been trying to make that third line work, but it just... Oh, we're going green right now. Is everybody caught up? It looks like we are.
Start picking up the tape.
All right, here it is. Ooh, Joshua Carr needs to start getting going. Looks like they do.
Smack.
All right, green flag's out. 9 laps to go. Great start from that middle line. Oh! Looks like Brian was trying to lean that down there into Larry and wasn't clear, but smartly got back up to the middle line. Three-car catching a push from Larry all the way down the backstretch. Great pushing. That middle line struggling to get anything going. Let's see, they're getting a little more organized up there. I can't imagine that they're not going to start making some movement up to that front. Here they go. They've got the steam rolling. They're side drafting on the low side. That middle line's going to come up. Let's see if anyone in the front peeks up to try to get some of that momentum. Slowly but surely, that middle line is making its way up. Brian Baker, followed by Simon Sturgis and Travis Eubanks. Another, remember that 97 car? He's finding himself back up there. There they are. They've made their way to the front. Let's see if we can get a push from Simon onto Brian. Coming out of turn 2. Should have leaned a little higher coming onto the backstretch. They stayed right next to the inside line. They won't be able to pull away as easily because of that. Now it's just a drag race. Ray Garcia's found himself 4th in place in that middle line, followed by Javon Thompson up there. Curious to see if Ray tries to make that third line work one more time. Javon will go with him if he does. Big check up in the middle line. Everybody keeps it straight. Good pushing from Simon. But that middle line just can't get the momentum to pass the inside line. Brian needs to really pull it up on corner exit to keep that momentum going. Otherwise, they're just side drafting each other. That middle line's phasing out. Oh, they are done. Big stack ups. Once that momentum cuts off, that's it. You don't get much left.
Finish line, we'll just try and finish the way we are.
Heck yeah, man, this is fun, baby.
Alright, here they go. They're reorganized. See if they can make the same thing happen. The problem is really Brian needs to... Nope, isn't out. Not working out. These guys need to come up with another plan here. We're running out of time. We're coming down to 3 laps to go.
The bad ones.
Meanwhile, Joshua Carr, Larry Fairman hanging on to the top spots on that inside line. Great pushing from Larry.
I think I have caused a couple of wrecks tonight.
Two by two, all the way back to starting at 8th place. Oh yeah, they're just trying to get sorted out back there. See who can get a run, who can team up and push enough to get up there. They're running out of time. They got to make something happen quick. Oh, look at that. We're getting organized in the middle. Yep, here they come. Big old head of steam. Third car in line comes up to 32. Wes Amick. There we go. This is the action right here. Now we got Brian pushing Wes. Wes knows to bring it up coming out of turn 2. They got plenty of momentum coming to the start and finish line. 2 laps to go. Wes cuts down to the inside line.
Never mind.
All right, third line's forming with Steve. Steve and who's that? James Napier. Oh, we got
You have to make that third lane
some car contact between Steve and Travis, it looked like.
When here comes Ray
again. 3 cars getting into the 32. Looked like he was trying to lane split. Here comes Ray Garcia in the third line.
Can never count me.
With Larry. Oh man, coming down to 1 to go. White flag is out. 3 wide.
Sorry, Ray.
Ray has to come down quickly. That third line fizzing out. Oh boy. If these front pack drop down, then Ray is going to be in bad shape. Javon Thompson pushing Brian Baker, followed by Travis Eubanks. Ray sitting there in the draft still. Anybody's race at this point. It's all going to come down to that trial of who makes the right move at the right time. Ray needs some help. Wes decides to ditch him with Larry to the inside. An amazing move from Wes and Larry. Javon gets turned. Big wreck coming into turn 4. Brian Baker is going to take the win on Saturday night.
Yeah,
Simon Streegis with a big run, but it won't be enough. Brian Baker is going to take the win, followed by Simon, Gerald Lowry, Joshua Carr, and Matthew McDonald, and Jimmy Brown. Jimmy Brown was multiple laps down, got his laps back, was in the right place at the right time, got himself a top 10, finishing 6th.
All right, at the line, Brian Baker in the 18 with a big win. Congrats to the 18, Brian.
All right, let's
P2 Simon. Congrats.
Let's
Simon.
head back. Let's see what happened here.
Gerald,
Looks
that.
like
Gerald
I think
hung in
Javon
there.
got turned
down,
just from a
penalized,
bad push.
dragging phones, eating hot dogs.
What a
and
wreck.
he finishes P3. Joshua Carr, P4. Matthew McDonald, P5. All right, listen up. We have an overtime race coming up. It's the going back to the 87s. The Legend 87 cars coming up next.
What happened? All right. Travis Eubanks was third in line. Did Javon try to make... Oh, Javon tried to make a move to the inside. Wasn't clear by Wes. Got turned. And that's all she wrote. Everybody got caught up in this one other than Brian.
Larry, man, we got fucked.
Oh man, look at these guys on the
Yes,
inside
we did.
line. Is that?
We
who
had
is
that.
that?
I feel like I pulled down in front.
Pulling a Tokyo Drift on the inside.
Walking doesn't work doing that.
I don't know
Hey,
whose
you're a
car
good
that
pusher,
is.
Larry. Man, that's good
At the
racing.
very bottom right hand of your corner. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
that's
who that
pretty
is,
good.
but that's
Nice.
Simon Streegis in the
Little,
orange car, number
ABT
4.
in the 87s.
Anybody that went inside, oh man.
Yeah, I appreciate you pushing me through, Larry. That was pretty fun. Those guys got in front of me, and then
Jimmy
they wouldn't go
Brown
fast.
narrowly
I
escaped
don't know.
disaster there from Thomas. Hold on, let's
Oh, well, it's
let's
always
ride with
fun
Jimmy
racing
Brown
people.
real quick, see what his view was, because he was in last
Oh, no, that
place
was the last guy.
coming
Yeah,
into turn
absolutely.
3.
Appreciate that.
Let's
I
take a
went
look
from
here.
the front to the back, to the back to the front, front to back, multiple times. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was the cool part. Like, I would hang from the back, get bored,
Well,
go to the front.
at this point, you just
get
gotta
bored,
drive
go
it.
to the back, get bored. Like,
Look
it
at
was
that.
Great.
Seas parting for him.
I say bored, bro. It was bored.
If he had stayed up, he would have had a little bit of a draft. Maybe
Right,
could have
yeah,
got
no,
himself
for
a
sure.
top
No, that
5.
was fun. Appreciate it.
But what a great
Been
finish
good.
for Jimmy Brown there. Multiple laps down, got
Well, it
himself
does
back
make
on
it
the
more
lead lap
interesting when
and
you kinda
finished in 6th.
have to make lane changes and do a little
Wow.
interesting stuff to get back there.
Oh, no doubt.
All right, that's our race. Appreciate everybody
I'm
watching.
gonna send you guys.
Hopefully it was
photographs
entertaining. I
tonight.
did a couple different things with the broadcast, tried to make the saturation and colors a
Yeah,
little
cool.
better to look at, and got a little more organized with the
Doing
overlay.
their 18,
And,
I apologize
obviously came
for
onto the
the rest of
microphone.
the
So
field
hopefully you guys
for
enjoyed
my
it. Thanks again for
equity
watching. We're
ball
gonna head
moment.
to overtime with the 1987 cars here.
Well, they always
If anyone's
happen in
watching
these
and
races.
racing, come and join us. I'm gonna be in that race. Otherwise, we'll